This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Thursday, the 23rd day of April in the year 2026. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, and here is what we're tracking tonight. A sanctioned oil tanker which was boarded and seized by U.S. forces in the Indian Ocean was found to be falsely flying the flag of Guyana, according to the Maritime Administration Department. The tanker Majestic X was intercepted for transporting Iranian oil. It was previously sanctioned by the U.S. Treasury Department back in 2024 under the name Phoenix for smuggling Iranian crude oil in violation of American sanctions on the Islamic Republic. The Maritime Administration Department of Guyana, in a statement this afternoon, said the ship is not registered in Guyana and its purported registration is false and fraudulent. Marat said while the name of the vessel has changed, the IMO number remains recorded in the international database as Phoenix, and there is no record of that vessel or name in Guyana's registry. The Maritime Administration Department also reminded that Guyana operates a closed registry, and therefore the registration of vessels under the Guyana flag is limited to ships owned by Guyanese nationals, residents, citizens of CARICOM, and corporate bodies established under the laws of Guyana. It said none of the purported owners of the vessel in question falls into any of those categories. According to MARA, the issue of false Guyana registrations was recognized since 2021. Guyana was found to be among several countries that were targeted. The Maritime Administration Department and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs say they continue to share information on the false registrations with all UN maritime states and relevant regional and international maritime associations. The sanctions being applied by the US, the United Kingdom, and other Western states are in part a response to the threats posed by those false registrations, Marad noted. More news coming up in a moment.
It all starts with one. Maybe it's one look, you know the one, or one touch, even one word. It can start with one step, or one promise, one thrill, one first time, one deep breath, one leap of faith, one day to remember, or one night to forget. One moment, so many stories that make up one crazy, average, everyday, fabulous life. We get one life, just one. Make your move. It all starts with one.
Deck the halls with Bowser.
This is your time.
Yeah, but we didn't get all we needed last Christmas, and now we can.
Republic Bank Cash Bonanza.
Let's renovate our home and purchase appliances.
And plan a trip with the kids.
Or buy a new car.
Republic Bank Cash Bonanza. Same day approvals. Apply in person or safely online. Plus a chance to win lots of prizes. This is your time to get what you need. Republic Bank Cash Bonanza.
The future of oil and gas in Guyana isn't just offshore, it starts with you. You too can become an expert in oil and gas with full training right here at home for the first time at the Guyana Technical Training College Inc. in Port Moran, Berbice. This two-phase program equips you with the skills to operate and maintain FPSOs offshore Guyana with hands-on training from the 18-month accredited Advanced Diploma in Oil and Gas course. Don't just watch the industry grow with it. Take your first step toward a career in oil and gas. Since oil production started offshore, oil and gas companies have been investing in the long-term development of Guyana.
Hey Lyndon, it's your girl, the Caribbean soca queen, Alison Hines, and I will be there for Lyndon Town Week. Cause you know what happened there, right? big people party. Of course, big woman still got she things. You don't know how we do. April 30th. So I am excited. I cannot wait. The next day is a holiday, so you already know how we can get on, right? You know how we can get on for big people party. Big woman still got she things. The Caribbean queen of soca, Lyndon. I am excited. Bring your things.
Advance tickets are $5,000. Get your tickets at World Access Top-Up Shop on Republic Avenue, Mackenzie. Barnes Taxi in Mackenzie. Shemaine's Bar in the Mackenzie Market. R&T Clothing World in the Mackenzie Market. Shabba Hardware at 1 Mile Wisma. And Go Mosley Radio on Church Street in Georgetown. The Linden Town Week Big People Party 2026 with Allison Hines. Compliments of Banks Beer, XM Rums, GT Beer, drink responsibly. One Communications, Church's Chicken, Sheriff Security, 592 Tees, Star Party Rentals, Fireside Grill, and Go Mosley Radio.
History doesn't wait. For the 8th time, Guyana stands on the world stage. One fighter carries a nation behind him. One challenger stands in his way. One ring. One world title. 800,000 standing as one. This is more than a fight. This is Guyana. Don't miss this moment. Get your tickets now.
It was announced today by President Irfan Ali that the government will soon be establishing self-testing centers within communities as part of the government's push to integrate artificial intelligence into the country's healthcare sector. He made the announcement while delivering the feature address at an AI seminar which was hosted by the Ministry of Health in partnership with the Mount Sinai Hospital at the Marriott Hotel.
Primary health care is essential to make AI successful. Public health is critical for AI to be successful. Now why? Because primary health care gives us what we call the elementary data for tracking and evaluation. So we have, for example, are going to set up these testing centers, the self-testing centers across different communities, where you can go in and test your sugar levels, your pressure.
The president also said using the data generated at the testing centers, the health ministry will be able to analyze trends. Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony said at present his ministry is working closely with Mount Sinai in the area of digital health. The partnership has already seen the rollout of the electronic health record system at the Festival City Polyclinic Center and the Georgetown Public Hospital. The health minister said the Data Protection Act helps to protect the data of patients.
Artificial intelligence at its core, it's about pattern recognition at scale. It learns from vast data sets, clinical records, imaging, genomics, epidemiological trends, and identifies relationships that no human mind could process in a lifetime. And this capability is already reshaping medicine across multiple domains. Diagnosis has always been a cornerstone of medicine, but it has been constrained by human limitations, such as time, experience, and cognitive bandwidth. But AI is changing all of that.
He also said today's machine learning systems can analyze radiological images to detect tumors, identify fractures, and diagnose conditions with a high degree of accuracy. The shift towards AI, he said, means earlier detection, fewer misdiagnoses, and better outcome. The seminar brought together health experts from across the country and provided a platform for them to discuss practical applications of artificial intelligence into the country's healthcare system. Well, the International Court of Justice will commence hearing oral arguments in Guyana's border case against Venezuela in May. The oral hearing will pave the way for a final judgment from the court on the controversy. Last August, Venezuela filed its rejoinder to Guyana's December 2024 reply. While Venezuela has been participating in the case before the ICJ, the Venezuelan government has long said it does not recognize the ICJ's jurisdiction in the case. Venezuela's position is that the border controversy should be resolved through negotiation. Guyana has rejected that position. Speaking during his weekly Issues in the News program, Guyana's Attorney General Anil Nandlal announced that the hearing will take place from the 4th of May and is expected to be carried over to the following week.
The case filed by Guyana against the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela at the International Court of Justice will come on for hearing on Monday, the 4th of May 2026, and the hearings will continue each and every day of that week and is likely to go over to the following week should the court decide it necessary to do so.
The Attorney General will join a battery of international lawyers who are defending Guyana's case before the International Court. The hearing next week will be one of the final stages in the International Court process. Guyana maintains that the 1899 award is final and binding, while Venezuela continues to lay claim to more than 2/3 of Guyana's territory. Guyana moved to the ICJ back in 2018, seeking confirmation that the 1899 arbitral award, which definitively established the boundary between the two countries, is valid and legally binding. The International Court of Justice has confirmed that it will hold public hearings in the case over a 7-day period.
On a new date, Sunday 26th of April, Team Extra presents its annual Creek Explosion, performing live from Jamaica, Javinci. Granny Ivy and JJ Vibes. Music by DJ Bobby Kush, DJ Papa Feelings, DJ Magnum, DJ Garwin, David Hype, and Janus. Girls Dance Off Competition first prize $50,000, second prize $30,000, and third prize $20,000. At Aziza, Akusa, Creek, Outside, Splashman's on a new date, Sunday 26th of April. Early birds, ticket $3,000. Tickets location, White Castle Fish Shop, Fireside Suites, Just Your Size Boutique, HJ Box Office, Short Boss Boutique, and Team Extra Stabrook Market. Compliments of Fireside, Grill and Chill, Extra Ginger Ale, and Czar Lager Beer. Be a leader.
Dead the horse with Bowser.
This is your time.
Yeah, but we didn't get all we needed last Christmas, and now we can.
Republic Bank Cash Bonanza.
Let's renovate our home and purchase appliances.
And plan a trip with the kids.
Or buy a new car.
Republic Bank Cash Bonanza. Same day approvals. Apply in person or safely online. Plus a chance to win lots of prizes. This is your time to get what you need. Republic Bank Cash Bonanza.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks to Washi soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright. Have my clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Wash your soap powder, wash clothes so nice. Wash your soap powder, leave your clothes color bright. Wash your soap powder, have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Stabrook Market. This Mother's Day, treat those special ladies to something extra special. Father Moe and Determined Family Enterprise presents RWB, Roses, Wine and Brunch. Join us on Sunday, May 10th at the BV Ground Tarmac, East Coast, Demerara. Gates open from 3 p.m. for an unforgettable afternoon of great food, fine wine, and amazing vibes. Enjoy entertainment by Super Ray, DJ Aquilo, Father Moe, Gully Ras, Papa, and Mikey Spice. Plus, over $600,000 in giveaways. Early bird admission just $4,000, or go elevated VIP for $12,000. RWB, Roses, Wine, and Brunch. Sunday, May 10th at the BV Ground Tarmac. Celebrate those special ladies the way they deserve. Compliments of Barefoot Wine, Hennessy, Heineken, Tropical Rhythm, Enet, Always, Pro Graphics, Caviar Coley, 94.1 Boom FM, Moet, and Fireside Grill and Chill.
Ice the cocoa tea, the sugar, and together we are complete, darling.
Please drink responsibly.
Your business is built on hard work, vision, and the drive to succeed. At GBTI, we understand what it takes to grow. That's why we offer Grow, a small business service designed to help your business expand, adapt, and reach its full potential. From new opportunities to new milestones, we're here to support you every step of the way. Grow from GBTI. Progress starts here.
President of the Amerindian People's Association, Lamel Thomas, believes institutional discrimination and cultural exclusion in Guyana's health policies continue to act as a barrier to health services for Indigenous people. Mr. Thomas offered this statement while delivering remarks during the 25th session of the United Nations Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues, which is taking place in New York.
Our elders must trek through mountains, valleys and rivers to access critical health services. Essential treatment like antivenom is unavailable to men who must leave their homes to provide for their families. Poor birthing conditions persist as women at times must cross borders to access health care. Young people's mental health is neglected as suicide reports become more prevalent. These conditions are more evident with the encroachment of mining into our territories, an encroachment that is paralleled by alarming increases in the rate of infectious diseases like malaria and dengue, along with effects of mercury.
His address on Wednesday came one day after the Minister of Amerindian Affairs, Sarah Brown Sharik, told the forum that Indigenous people in Guyana are increasingly gaining access to the country's health services. While acknowledging the investments made in the country's health sector, resulting in the construction of more hospitals, Thomas insisted inequalities still exist in the system.
Accessing essential equipment, medicine, care infrastructure, and even our languages remain difficult tasks. Our language, culture, and health are inseparable components of our collective and sustained well-being. Oftentimes, our people are forced to suffer delays in critical treatment because the health provider and patient cannot understand each other. This is a grave example of traditional culture being dismissed as pollution from mining and logging destroy our natural medicines.
He said Indigenous people need more open, consultative, and respectful avenues for dialogue between the leadership, the councils, and the government to shape the solutions necessary to improve their health conditions. According to him, pollution, the extractive sector, cultural exclusion, and the politicization of community issues have left Indigenous people divided to craft responsive health programs. The APA president used the forum to challenge the government to recognize the village councils in shaping health policies through consistent consultations. At the same forum at the United Nations, Guyana's Minister of Amerindian Affairs painted a completely different picture of access to health services as an Indigenous person. Minister Sarah Brown Sharik told the forum that access to healthcare services is improving.
We have made transformative investments in health infrastructure. New hospitals have been constructed, while other health facilities have been upgraded. These are equipped with operating theaters, radiology, and laboratory capabilities, significantly expanding access to diagnostic and emergency care in remote communities.
And she also said through investments, the government has been strengthening physical health infrastructure in Indigenous communities. She added that with the use of technology, the government of Guyana has been improving access to critical health services in many Indigenous communities, pointing out that more than 180 ICT hubs have been established, in addition to 131 telemedicine sites that provide remote consultations and specialist support. The minister also said this means that Indigenous people can now have access to advanced medical care from their villages. She acknowledged that while challenges persist, Guyana's efforts have shown improved health outcomes, including reductions in infant and maternal mortality rates and increased longevity. President Irfan Ali has called on the Caribbean region to take steps to guard against foot and mouth disease, which has the potential to further disrupt regional food security. Speaking at the 52nd Ordinary Meeting of the South American Commission for the Fight Against Foot and Mouth Disease, which is being held here in Guyana, the president said the region cannot afford any disruptions to its food ecosystem.
We are acutely aware that a single outbreak of foot and mouth disease could devastate food security, rural livelihoods, and trade across Latin America and the Caribbean. Vigilance, as a result, is not optional, it is survival. And yet, vigilance alone is insufficient. We must build systems that are proactive, interconnected, and resilient to shocks, both biological and geopolitical.
Foot and mouth disease is a highly contagious disease that affects animals including cattle, pigs, sheep, and goats. The president said animal health security now remains crucial to regional food security. He noted that Guyana remains free from animal diseases, but the country is moving ahead with plans to ensure food security for the country and the region.
Guyana has embraced a bold and decisive vision to become a net exporter of safe, high-quality agricultural products within this decade. We're advancing the 2025+5 initiative, a strategic framework to accelerate agricultural transformation, reduce import dependency, and build genuine food sovereignty across CARICOM.
He also said the region must now not only try to increase market access, but expand production and productivity in livestock, crops, and aquaculture.
As we scale up production of meat, poultry, dairy, and small ruminant sectors, with over US $650 million in investment opportunities, we rely on the assurance that our region remains protected from transboundary animal diseases. It is hoped that the 2026-2030 action plan to be implemented will give us that assurance.
Guyana holds the CARICOM responsibility for agriculture. Linden Town Week 2026 has just gotten bigger. Join Go Mosley Entertainment on Thursday, the 30th of April at the Retrieve Hard Court in Linden for Big Woman Still Gotcha Things, the official Linden Town Week Big People Party. And for the first time in Linden, live on stage, the Queen of Soca, Alison Hines. Plus 3 one-man bands and the one-woman band. Advance tickets are $5,000. Get your tickets at World Access Top-Up Shop on Republic Avenue, Mackenzie, Barnes Taxi in Mackenzie, Shemaine's Bar in the Mackenzie Market, R&T Clothing World in the Mackenzie Market, Shabba Hardware at 1 Mile Wisma, and Go Mosley Radio on Church Street in Georgetown. The Linden Town Week Big People Party 2026 with Alison Hines. Compliments of Banks Beer, XM Rums, GT Beer, drink responsibly. One Communication, Lounges, Church's Chicken, Sheriff Security, 592 Tees, Star Party Rentals, Fireside Grill, and Go Mosley Radio.
Kick off this summer in style with Pink and Bougie. Experience the Eldorado Pink and Bougie Soca Brunch Gala on June 21st at Ivory on the Park Rooftop, Brooklyn, New York. Tickets are $75 each and include an all-you-can-eat premium buffet, plus a live performance by Denise Belfort. Music by DJ Messi from Trinidad and Tobago, DJ Neville, DJ Energy, DJ Roddy, and DJ Princess Chow. Get your tickets now from Eventbrite or Caribbean Bites Restaurant, 488 East 98th Street, Brooklyn. Vibing from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. on June 21st at the Eldorado Pink and Bougie Soca Brunch. Good food, great music, and unforgettable energy. Dress pink and bougie. This is where summer begins.
Welcome to Church's New House tonight.
20 years of Church's Chickens, you and us, and there is nothing missing. So many friends and strangers pass through our doors, and they always come back for more. Feel the love. Guyana, the love keeps growing, and we thankful for the support you are showing. We had so many locations and much more to come. It's gratitude and celebration. Can you feel the love? 20 years of Church's Chickens, you and us, and there is nothing missing. So many friends and strangers pass through our doors, and they always come back for more. Feel the love.
Guyana, up your cash! Over 100 winners! More than $2.5 million in cash and prizes up for grabs. Win cash every week. Plus a chance to up your cash to $500,000. And that's not all. Win back your grocery bill up to $20,000 cash every week. Just grab any Buster Turbo Energy Drink, Fruitopia, Oasis Flavored Water, Fruita, or Viva Sparkling Flavored Water. Look for the code starting with BB, then visit at Buster Guyana on Facebook or Instagram for details. Up your cash today!
Your business is built on hard work, vision, and the drive to succeed. At GBTI, we understand what it takes to grow. That's why we offer Grow, a small business service designed to help your business expand, adapt, and reach its full potential. From new opportunities to new milestones, we're here to support you every step of the way. Grow from GBTI. Progress starts here.
Rapidly transforming, and we're all part of it. Guy Oil is at the forefront of this development by providing reliable and efficient energy and supporting community development from the very core. 100% of Guy Oil's profit goes back to building schools, roads, and other important infrastructure that connects our cities and towns, providing fuel to domestic, marine, industrial, and aerial transportation. Guy Oil has now repositioned itself as a market leader in the petroleum industry, building a better future.
Feel spice power in every sip.
With your regional and international news tonight, I am Svetlana Marshall in the region. The Panama Canal Authority said on Thursday that some ships had recently paid more than $1 million for crossing slots at auction, but said the unusually high prices reflected a temporary rise in demand rather than persistent congestion at the waterway, according to a report published by Reuters. The authority said average auction prices had risen to about $385,000 after the start of the Middle East conflict, from around $135,000 to $140,000 before, as higher traffic boosted demand for reservations. Last week, the authority had downplayed reports that an LPG vessel had paid as much as $4 million in auction to secure faster passage. Victor Vial, the canal's vice president of finance, said in a statement that some vessels had indeed paid more than $1 million in recent auctions, but described those results as exceptional and tied to a short-term rise in demand. He added that most ships book their transit in advance, helping avoid queues. The canal offers several booking mechanisms, including long-term slot allocations and a dedicated system for liquefied natural gas vessels. For ships that do not reserve ahead of time, it also offers last-minute reservations and auctions, with between 3 and 5 slots currently offered each day through the auction system. Argentina's government on Wednesday said it sent Congress an electoral reform bill it said would cut costs, boost transparency, and tighten party rules, including by eliminating mandatory primary elections, according to Reuters. The bill reflects Libertarian President Javier Milei's broader campaign to slash the size of the Argentine state, which has included deep spending cuts in various sectors of the government. In a statement, Milei's office called Argentina's mandatory national primary elections a failed experiment, saying their elimination would make party primaries an internal party matter rather than one of the federal government. Milei's office said that Argentine's most recent primary elections in 2023 cost the state about 45 billion Argentine pesos, or $32.7 million, without resolving any meaningful internal disputes. The elections, known as the PASO for their acronym in Spanish, influence party funding in the general election. In recent years, they have been criticized as being a costly poll of likely election outcomes, rather than a necessary tool to pick candidates. And finally tonight, international news. Iran flaunted its tightened grip over the Strait of Hormuz on Thursday, with video of its commandos storming a huge cargo ship after the collapse of peace talks that Washington had hoped would open the world's most important shipping corridor. Iranian state television broadcast footage overnight of mass troops pulling up in a grey speedboat alongside the MSC Francesca, climbing a rope ladder to a shell door in the hull and jumping through, brandishing rifles. The footage, presented with an action movie-style soundbite and no commentary, also included views of another ship. Iran said it had captured both on Wednesday, accusing them of trying to cross the strait without permits. Washington, which has been confronting Iranian ships in international waters to enforce a blockade of its own, said it had boarded another tanker, the Majestic, in the Indian Ocean on Thursday, an apparent reference to a supertanker last reported off the coast of Sri Lanka, carrying 2 million barrels of crude. Iran, which has effectively blocked the strait to ships apart from its own since the United States and Israel launched the war in February, has been left in apparent control of the waterway since last-ditch peace talks were called off on Tuesday, hours before a 2-week ceasefire expired. Amid diplomatic efforts to restart the failed talks, a senior Iranian source told Reuters on Thursday Iran could consider attending a meeting in Pakistan, but only if the U.S. blockade is lifted and seized Iranian ships are released. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Svetlana Marshall, wishing you a pleasant evening.